Today, we're exploring colonialingualism, a concept by Paul J. Mahon. Dr. Rathod, can you explain what this term entails and why it's significant in today's educational landscape?
Certainly, colonialingualism critiques how colonial languages like English are privileged in education and policy, perpetuating colonial legacies. It's about understanding how these languages are imposed, often sidelining indigenous languages. For example, linguistic imperialism is a key aspect, where dominant languages overshadow local ones, much like how English dominates in former British colonies.
That's fascinating. But isn't English proficiency crucial for global economic participation? How do we balance between global communication and cultural preservation?
Great question. While English can open global doors, it's imperative to preserve linguistic diversity. The challenge is the neoliberal valorization of languages where they're seen as mere economic tools. This view overlooks their cultural essence, similar to how traditional healing practices are undervalued compared to Western medicine.
Considering this, how can educational policies evolve to support multilingualism without compromising global connectivity?
Future policies need to embrace linguistic diversity, valuing all languages equally. Initiatives like UNESCO's Mother Language Day highlight this. By integrating indigenous languages into curricula, we foster cultural pride and prevent the epistemological error of assuming Western knowledge is superior.
Let's delve into colonialingualism in India. How has the legacy of British colonialism shaped current language policies?
In India, English serves as a bridge in its diverse linguistic landscape, rooted in colonial history. It enables participation in global industries like IT and outsourcing. However, this emphasis has marginalized indigenous languages, threatening their survival. It's somewhat like the global spread of fast food, which often overshadows local cuisines.
That raises a critical point. While English facilitates economic opportunities, does it inhibit innovation in local contexts?
Indeed, the heavy reliance on English can limit local innovation by undermining traditional knowledge systems. Think of it like focusing solely on Western tech, ignoring indigenous innovations that suit local needs. Policies should encourage bilingualism, leveraging both global and local strengths.
What steps are being taken to address these challenges in India's educational system?
India's National Education Policy 2020 emphasizes mother tongue instruction in early education. This shift aims to preserve linguistic diversity while retaining global connectivity, ensuring cultural heritage isn't lost in the pursuit of progress.
Shifting to cultural identity, how does colonialingualism affect the epistemological framework in education?
Colonialingualism reinforces the idea that Western knowledge systems are superior, often sidelining indigenous perspectives. This epistemological error can erode cultural identities, much like how urbanization can erase traditional landmarks. It's crucial to integrate diverse epistemologies into education to foster a more inclusive understanding of knowledge.
But isn't there a risk of diluting educational standards by incorporating multiple epistemologies?
That's a valid concern, yet enriching curricula with varied perspectives can enhance critical thinking and creativity. It's akin to diversifying a company's workforce, which often leads to more innovative solutions. Balancing global standards with local relevance is key.
How can educational institutions practically implement such diverse epistemologies?
Institutions can adopt frameworks like culturally responsive teaching, which respects students' cultural backgrounds. Initiatives such as involving community elders in educational processes can bridge traditional and modern knowledge, enriching the learning experience for all students.
Looking ahead, what are the future prospects for reforming language education policies to combat colonialingualism?
Future reforms should focus on inclusive language policies that value all languages. For instance, incorporating technology to create multilingual educational resources can be transformative. It's like using tech to revive endangered species, ensuring languages thrive in the digital age.
Are there examples of countries successfully implementing such reforms?
International collaboration is vital. Platforms for sharing best practices and resources can accelerate reforms. Projects like the Global Languages Initiative foster cross-cultural exchange and support multilingual education worldwide, paving the way for a more linguistically equitable future.